So you just finished watching Chainsaw Man episode 1, and I know what you're thinking. What are devils? Why did he turn into a chainsaw man? And who is this woman, and why do I feel compelled to bark for her? My name is Satumi, and I will do explanation videos to pay back the IRS. Wait a minute. There will be no spoilers past Chainsaw Man episode 1 or chapter 1 in the manga as far as I'm aware. We begin the episode with the door? Well, that won't be explained until way later, so look forward to that. Okay, let me try this again. We begin the episode with this feral-looking blonde boy talking about his expenses. This is Denji, and he currently has a debt of 38,040,000 yen, which is around 262,000 USD. That's a ludicrous amount of debt for a teenager to have. So in order to pay it off, he has a legitimate tree cutting job that pays 60,000 yen a month, which would take around 50 years to pay off provided he never spends it, but that's way too slow. So he started to sell his organs, namely a kidney, a right eye, and one of his testicles. Don't ask me who would buy a person's testicles. Maybe they're doing a JoJo cosplay. But unfortunately, you can't regrow your organs. So Denji has started hunting devils for the Yakuza with his best friend Pochita, a dog that is also the chainsaw devil. Now there's no significant meaning behind Pochita's name that I am aware of, as Pochita is just a common name you would give to a dog in Japan. But Pochita's design is rather similar to a Japanese chainsaw brand called Makita. Here's a picture of an orange version that fans have found. Oh, so cute! Anyways, Denji and Pochita kill a tomato devil. Oh, you know, just an eldritch version of a tomato that can regrow itself from its seeds. Tomatoes already look pretty creepy, and now you gotta give it legs? You do know that someone is gonna that. That's pretty scary if you think about it. Now, what are devils? Well, I can't explain them just yet because that's a spoiler, but all you need to know is that they are essentially monsters with a name that corroborates to something that already exists. For example, their names can be something as simple and concrete like a tomato or chainsaw devil, which are just common household items. Or their names can be abstract or conceptual, like a zombie devil. So anything can be a devil, even the subscribe button. Press it if you dare. There's nothing to be scared of. It's just a contract that'll inform you when I upload. Meanwhile, Denji is a devil hunter on behalf of the Yakuza. The Yakuza then sells the corpses to the black market, meaning there is a whole hidden industry of evil people buying these dead devils for their own nefarious plans. Is what I would say if this was any other anime, but this is Chainsaw Man. Now eat the cigarette. Denji, as I said before, is in debt with the Yakuza, so he lives in a shack isolated from society. He is so broke, he can only eat sliced bread. And how does he slice his bread? Well, with those abs, you can slice through anything. Oh my gosh. Mappa's a hell of a drug. Anyways, he has no real form of education, and his social skills are just obeying commands because he gets rewarded with money. So Denji is like a stray dog, with simple dreams, like having bread with jam and getting a girlfriend. That's a bit ambitious, so he settles for a hug instead. Despite all this hardship, he's content in what he has. He's got a roof on his head. Speaking about that, you know, for a shack, he's got more space than the average New York apartment. Look at this place, he can fit a table. Anyways, he's with Pochita, and he can at least dream of a better life. He's really trying to pay back his debt, even though it will never happen. It's kind of inspirational, and you want to root for the guy. That being said, realistically, like many people that go through this sort of thing, Denji is doomed to be a slave, unless some outside force intervenes. Because Denji is trapped, and thinks the only way to escape poverty is to work hard. But working hard isn't going to matter if management on top has control over you. Denji could have tried to use Pochita to kill his debt collector. Maybe the Yakuza would have blamed his death on the devils. Who knows? The possibility was there, but Denji didn't want to do that because Denji wants a normal life. And being normal in Japan is working hard at your job. Denji's dad was in a lot of debt from the Yakuza, and then he died. Then the Yakuza forces Denji to inherit his debt. Classic shogunai.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Anyways, a wild Pochita appears, and he has been shot by a gun? Denji remembers his dad and doesn't want to go out like that. so he offers his blood to the devil, as blood can heal a devil's wounds. But Denji isn't a charity. Like a true Sigma male on his grind set, he forms a contract with the Chainsaw Devil where the two will promise to keep the other alive. Despite being uneducated, Denji knows some things about how devils work, which means that Denji does have the capability to learn, even if he's just absorbing rumors that he heard from other people. And that's how Denji became a devil hunter. Oh yeah, Denji also has a mom who had a bad heart condition, and he also inherited that too. And where is Denji's mom? Well, we can only speculate. But considering this is the Yakuza, she was probably taken as payment. At best, she died from her heart condition. At worst, she was a sex slave. Because sex trafficking is one of the Yakuza's MO. So let's hope the mom died. But the Yakuza doesn't believe in sick days. So Denji is forced to work late at night. The debt collector tells Denji he's grateful for his hard work. And he's really loyal like a dog. So I think he might have felt some pity, but he also doesn't like how dogs smell. Must be a cat person. And just like a cat, he betrays Denji. The debt collector decided to make their own contract with the zombie devil to gain the devil's powers, and in return, the zombie devil wishes for the deaths of all devil hunters. Denji fucking dies, and they make him fucking die. Poor guy, but at least they didn't take his fake ass Jordans. Anyways, Denji's blood gets into Pochita's mouth, and revives him enough that he remembers a time where Denji was working his legit tree cutting job. Denji pretty much outlines the details of his contract. If Denji were to die, Pochita would probably die as well. So Denji, knowing that devils can take over corpses, offers his body to Pochita, so that Pochita can live a normal life and die a normal death. That is Denji's dream. And so Pochita reattaches Denji and fuses himself. But wait, the deal has been altered, and Pochita, who enjoyed his relationship with Denji, makes a new contract. Pochita will give Denji his heart. In exchange, Denji will make his own dreams come true, and that Pochita will be there to see it. What a good boy. This is where Denji becomes Chainsaw Man, or the Chainsaw Devil, but he's also human. Denji, fully healed, complete with his eye regrown, probably has a kidney, and probably now has a pair of balls, has Pochita's recoil starter dangling from his chest. He sees the zombie devil. Denji questions why the Yakuza would throw away their comfortable life for even more power. And Denji realizes that they probably had dreams too, and having dreams isn't a bad thing. But they all gotta die, so they all die. Okay, obviously I can't use the actual music because of copyright, but Kensuke Ushio of Devilman Crybaby's silent voice and ping pong fame, his music is absolutely incredible. Ryu Nakayama's direction of this episode is also incredible, and it really feels like you're watching cinema. Alright, anyways, enough dick riding. The real devil hunters show up. These people are legit, and they have the job title of Public Safety Devil Hunter. Whoa. The red-haired woman smells Denji, and he isn't human or devil. Ooh! Then she gives him a hug, fulfilling one of his dreams. Denji reverts to his human form, and the red-haired woman confirms he's human. Is this a devil possession? No, this is Patrick. Pochita doesn't want to take over his body, he just wants Denji's dreams to come true, and in order for Denji's dreams to come true, Denji has to stay human. It's kind of a weird contract, but that's the contract. So Denji is human, but he has the powers of the Chainsaw Devil. Well, he has the heart of the Chainsaw Devil, but his rest of him is human.
You and I have a contract.
Shut the fuck up, no one cares.
Anyways, the red-haired woman gives Denji two choices. Either die as a devil, or become her pet. To a normal person, that's a pretty red sussy baka flag. But Denji has lived a horrible, depressing life in poverty, that being a pet to a beautiful woman is an upgrade. I'm sure many weebs can relate. She also promises him bread with jam, another dream that Denji had. And I just gotta say, what a beautiful way to end the episode, pulling back to show the onslaught of Denji's rage. Denji's life is about to change. From being a stray dog to getting adopted by a beautiful woman. You are literally becoming her bitch. Is that such a bad thing? Speaking about being a bitch, we now have context for episode 1's title, Dog and Chainsaw. You would think the dog and chainsaw referring to Pochita, which is true, but it can also refer to Denji, whose characteristics are like a dog. He becomes a chainsaw, and he ends up being a dog. So the titles can be both him and Pochita. And now, and since they fused, they are one and the same. Don't know why I spent so much time analyzing that. It was, but I did it because I need to get to 10 minutes. And that's the end of episode 1. For these videos, since I'm trying to avoid spoilers, which is why I called her the red-haired woman instead of her actual name, I will not be covering the openings or endings, since 1, they're probably filled with spoilers, and 2, each episode will have a unique ending. That's a lot of content to exploit. I mean, explain later if you want, but for these videos, we will focus on just the episodes. Oh, and you might be wondering, but Satumi, you didn't answer any of the questions in the beginning. Well, of course not. Those are all spoilers, silly. That's what we call a hook in the industry. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like for the algorithm devil, leave a comment what you thought about this episode, and please subscribe because these videos will not come out the day of the anime. This was pre-planned. Maybe the next video will come out days after, or a week, or a month. Hopefully not. Subscribe to find out. Anyways, I still need to pay back my debt after causing a kid and a grandma to kill themselves. I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye!
$100ください。